this coaching session, what we're going to do is we're going to think, visualize, and put on paper how it could be of more value, of more service to our clients, differently than what we've done until now. So we open up a new service, which means a new perspective, a new way of doing what we love, because that's important. We're going to come from a place where you love what you do. The goal is not to create an event for the sake of creating an event. The goal is to create an event that comes from your heart and that will be easy for you to share. Not something that's going to make it hard and it's going to make you spend lots of hours and lots of time into getting it done. What is your business? I want you to be very, very, very clear on your business is you. If people come to you, it is because you are you. And it's important that when you are you, you can do this from a place of heart. The heart set is very important in this whole idea of creating something, because it doesn't come from the heart. If it doesn't make you happy to do that, you're not going to go through and you're not going to have an enjoyable experience creating, being the artist. Today, we're going to spend time on being the artist of your craft, the artist of your art, the artist of your talent. And Christine, Stefan, Christiane, and Rachel, you each have a very, very distinct talent, a distinct art about yourself that is ready to be shared with the world or with the tribe, with us, or with your clients. Now, the idea of you being your business and being your greatest asset is also about you being available to share who you are and what you do with many, many others. That's the one thing I want you to be very, very clear on, that in the visionary, we want to make sure we come from a place where we are confident sharing what we want to do and sharing our common mission, or I would say thread that we have, all of us together. We want to lead, we want to influence from a point of care. Now, I would like for you to consider one major element. For me, adding massive value is to create an experience. I don't think of it as a service or as an additional product. I really, and this is dear to my heart, create an experience for your clients, because experience means emotions. You're creating emotions. You are creating an experience, an encounter that is actually going to impact their state. It's going to impact their physiology, their focus, and their language and their energy levels, which will last and stay with them for much longer than just giving them knowledge or just giving them a workout. So create an experience for your clients that you know in your heart will be life-changing or can be life-changing for them, knowing how much you could contribute to their well-being and destiny. That's exactly, Christine, what you have just mentioned. It's exactly where you're heading. This is exactly, Rachel, where you're heading, Stefan as well, and Christiane as well. You want to truly help them in their life create a better life, not just knowing more, but having had a unique experience. And that's what I'm doing in the retreats. I'm creating an experience that you cannot have in the studio. So people will not remember what you told them. They will remember how you made them feel. This is the key. That's why think of it as an experience. You are a facilitator of many experiences. And whatever experience you're creating is just the right approach, the right one for each single one of them. So people will not remember what you told them. They will remember how you made them feel. And that's from where we are going to start. And 80% that we've just done now is setting the intention, setting the focus, setting the inspiration. All of you had an inspiration. Some had more focus, but you all had an inspired moment. You took a deep breath in and you felt that this was the experience you want to create. And it put you in a state. It came from a place of emotion, and that's where the vulnerability is. It's in the emotion. That's where the genius of your human being is. And then we're going to have the 20% of actions, which are going to be inspired actions, which are going to do things. We're going to do things that are really necessary. And there are a minimum of I would say 3 action steps that you will take by the end of these 3 hours together so that you are putting this in motion. You are making this happening with the technique and the mechanics behind it. Okay? The name of it, how you're going to do it, the structure of it, what you're going to teach, what you're going to put into your workshop, and so forth. And then look at this now in more detail, where we are creating an extraordinary quality life with the result, with the purpose, and the massive action plan. So it's the 3 questions of what, why, and how we're going to do this. Why is result focused? What do I really want? What is my result, my outcome? What am I committed to achieve? The why, the meaning, the purpose-driven question is, why do I want this? Why is it a must for me to get this result? And what's my purpose? And the purpose behind you is that identity, is that authenticity in you. For me, it's the Tinkerbell. It's the witch in me. And then what are the specific actions I need to take to achieve this result? What is my map? So what is my action plan? So you're going to stay focused on the target and not on the activity. You stay focused on the outcome, the result, and not on the how. So stay focused on the what, because as long as you see the what, Stefan, as long as you see yourself in that room, you see and visualize it, and I can, I will, I must, and it's done, celebrate. That's how eventually you're going to strengthen the action steps which will come naturally. And you want to know your result and keep clarity in your sight, because it will save you lots of stress and wasted activities. Because often we will do way more than is needed. And the goal is not that this is stressing you. In the contrary, it needs to give you energy. So that's the power of the what, okay? There is a true drive in the what. And now we're going to go into the power of mapping. Mapping means a massive action plan. This is now the map. This is the how. Once you have your what and why recognized and embodied, you are in the right state of mind and the right state of emotions to begin creating a plan for how you'll get there. If you are not in that energy, you're not going to have the right actions. We want inspired action. So find the song that reminds you of what we've just had. Go back to the video and feel that place. Go to that place so that your massive action plan is the specific actions, the specific steps you need to take in order to achieve your desired outcome or result. Outcome is a bigger vision. Result is a very clear, distinct result. Since you are focused on your intention and on your result, though, you don't have to complete every action to get there. Remember, the 20% of all your actions you have in head will actually take you to 80% of the outcome. So we don't need to do 100% of all the actions. We just need to concentrate our attention to the 3 most important, most impactful by putting an order to it from the most to the least important. And marketing, Christiane, is the least important in that moment. The most important is that you speak about it. Donc, au final, vous pouvez ajouter un F à votre SMART, qui veut dire que take your results from a SMART to a freaking or smart, including your financial independence of freedom. Donc, en rajoutant l'aspect financier, vous allez vous contribuer, vos clients vont eux contribuer à plus d'abondance, d'indépendance et de liberté commerciale et financière. Plus vous êtes indépendant et libre financièrement, plus vous aurez de moyens à pouvoir contribuer à plus grande échelle en faisant encore des plus grandes choses.